Third quarter, Kirk Cousins. Oh, we like one-handed catches, don't we, Tim?
This is filthy. That catch there by Adam Thielen.
Back corner of the end zone, brings it in. Vikings cut it to 16-14, fourth quarter. Cousins, who are you looking for? Thielen, reward him after all that work. Vikings take a 21-16 lead. Still in the fourth, though. Can the Cowboys respond? Tony Pollard, 42 yards, Rob? Come on now.
See you later.
Races past the defense. After a two-point conversion, the Cowboys take a 24-21 lead, but Minnesota comes right back. Cousins going deep for the rookie. Justin Jefferson behind two defenders, 39-yard score, and the Vikings hand the Cowboys yet another L, 28-24. Or did they? 2 minutes to go. Cowboys, 4th and 6. Andy Dalton to Amari Cooper. That's a 10-yard gain. Drive still alive. 3rd and goal now. Dalton finds Dalton Schultz. So now the Cowboys lead 31-28. So Vikings, did you get too far ahead of yourselves? Next possession, 4th and 6. Under pressure, Cousins.
No.
Come on.
Really? Like Sean Payton, what he saw in Taysom Hill. Like, he was ahead of the curve.
Cowboys get it 31-28. Here's Zeke.
It was definitely a win we needed. I can't even remember how long it's been since our last win, but we've been struggling. But today we put it together. We played 4 quarters of good football, and we pulled it out.
Obviously, an excellent team win for us. I'm just so happy for our players. It's been a year through a lot of ups and downs. So just so gratifying to see these men get the victory today because they damn well earned it. That's for sure.
All right, so the Cowboys snapped that 4-game losing skid, and at 3-7, decimated with injuries, all kind of stuff happening. They're just a half game out of first in the NFC East, and very much in the thick of things in the division, which is kind of tragic to say the least. But let's go to Minnesota here for a second because they're going to feel as if they gave this game away. What did you make of their inability to close out a Cowboy squad who had been struggling?
Man, it's tough, especially when they've gone on a run here. You gain confidence. You have the running game, killing it in the running game, and the play-action pass starts to work for you. So this one's tough. When they watch this tape, they're going to see about 4 or 5 plays that they want to just turn the film off and not even watch the rest of it because it all comes down to those plays. And if they make them, they win the football game, plain and simple.
But, Tim, if you're going to be a team that's trying to be on a roll and try to make a push for the playoffs and you're facing a Cowboys squad that had lost, 5 games coming in, you've got to do something more than the Vikings did today, right?
You absolutely do. Rob's right. A lot of coaches will talk about gap plays, game-altering plays. You don't know when they're going to happen. There's only a handful of them in a game, and you need to make the play when it presents itself. Otherwise, it determines the football game, and when you go back and watch it, you end up being sick. And it's really about consistency. I mean, you see it in the highlights for Minnesota often. I mean, their ability to run the football, making plays at times defensively, big plays in the passing game. But it just seems like there are these little breakdowns in their consistency, and what that usually amounts to is looking back, exactly like Rob is talking about, looking back at something and being like, man, if it was just that play here and that play there, and this thing is totally different. And so, that's the challenge. And it's kind of a mental toughness that you need your team to have because you don't know when that game-altering play is gonna present itself.
Yeah, you gave up 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to a squad that's been struggling with all kind of things. It's not how you try to get it done if, again, you're supposed to be a squad that can make that push. Thanks for hanging out with us here on SportsCenter. Michael Leaves here along with Rob Ninkovich in studio. Tim Hasselbeck joining us as well, and we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. We keep ticking off these games, but some of this drama we're seeing feels like playoff games right now, Ross. That's what we saw in Indy between the Packers and the Colts.
Yeah, this was an exciting week of football, I'm telling you. The Packers and the Colts coming down to the end. We see it in overtime. Look, this is, at the end of the day, the Colts did a terrific job defensively at halftime. Green Bay basically scored all their 28 points in the first half. Right. Second half, 0, nothing. 3 points before the end of the game. So hats off to the Colts. They did a great job in kind of keeping that offense at bay.
We're going to show you that highlight in a moment. Colts winning it in overtime thanks to a field goal. Matter of fact, we have it right now. Let's show you what happened there in Indy. Again, a pretty good quarterback matchup with Aaron Rodgers and Phillip Rivers going at it. Little NFC, AFC matchup here. It's 31-28. Colts with the lead. Minute 15 to go. Aaron Rodgers with a long field in front of him, Tim Hasselbeck.
Yeah, listen, that's a crazy throw right there off his back foot. And it's really bad defense there. Tampa 2, and they don't run deep enough down the middle.
All right, so now it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers, come on. That throw, Rob, are you serious?
Throwing darts, 50 yards downfield.
The arm talent is still there. All right, so they kick the field goal. It goes to OT. They get the ball, and then here, they were just ready to get a first down, and the ball comes out. Julian Blackmon forces the fumble. DeForest Buckner comes up with the loose ball. Colts right there in field goal range. And a couple plays later, Rodrigo Blankenship on from 39 yards out. Ball game. Colts come back on the Packers to win it 34-31. Rivers had 3 touchdowns, and he threw a pick. And check out the largest blown leads the Packers have had with Aaron Rodgers as the starting quarterback. This one, wow, this one's going to hurt. This one's going to hurt for a while. Up 14 on the road, but they can't get it done. Tim, bring in this conversation because you're down 21-7. You're the Colts, but you got Phillip Rivers there. You know, he's seen pretty much everything the NFL can throw at him. But to take his team sort of by the collar and force them to go down and tie the game, take the lead, what do you say about his performance?
Well, it's impressive, especially when you look at, that's now a 7-win football team. And so, the decision to sign Phillip Rivers is looking pretty good right now. And look, I think when you look at this game, there's a lot to digest from it because there are moments, like you saw in the highlight, where Aaron Rodgers is amazing. But then you have other plays in that game where he fumbles a quarterback exchange, and there's moments in that football game, as Rob was alluding to, in terms of what the second half looked like, a fumble on special teams, the inability to get a stop defensively. And so Green Bay, that,